Welcome back to Tipsy Whiskey Shenanigans. I'm Steven, and tonight, whenever the heck you're watching this, we are getting into the top 5 whiskeys to sip on this summer. Before we do that though, please do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Please, that helps us out a ton and we appreciate it so much. But let's get into that list. So this was a list that my friend, your drinking buddy, asked us to kind of participate with him. You know, he made a list and he suggested we make a list. And honestly, I've been kind of making lists of whiskeys to drink for every single season for like the last few years. So of course I was already planning on doing it. But this time, instead of me just winging it and doing whatever the heck I want, he gave me specific instructions and rules that I have to follow. So nothing too spicy, less than 100 proof, and it needs to be available-ish. We're going to stretch the rules a little bit with the ish part, and I'm just going to get ahead of it by, what's my one that I'm stretching on the rules with? And that is, of course, the allocated, the schmallocated, the lovely Buffalo Trace / my real pick, Eagle Rare. So I'm not going to lie, both of these kind of allocated, kind of hard to find, depending on the state you're in. Arizona, Buffalo Trace, just this normal Buffalo Trace, super easy to find, way too easy to find, really easy to find. Eagle Rare, still relatively easy to find. You can find Eagle Rare literally at like most like self-respected liquor stores. You might find it for like $50 or something like that, too much, but both of these are great options. This is my like available-ish one. This is my less than available-ish one. So if you're in a state where you can find either of these, there's just something about that Buffalo Trace mash bill that works so damn well in summer. They're both 90 proof. This one is pretty good. This one's a little bit better version of it. So these are both great sippers to sip on during those summer days. And that's why they made my list. And I know Buffalo Trace isn't the easiest to find for every single state. I'm just going off of my state because I can't speak for yours. So if you can't find those, I got 4 more coming right up that would be perfect for you this summer. And starting off with one that's gonna blow people away, an Irish whiskey, Green Spot. Which, I mean, this isn't the easiest Irish whiskey to find either, but it is findable. It is very findable. You just might have to look for it. It's not your typical Irish whiskey that you're gonna find any day of the week, but it is findable. This is freaking amazing. And I know, I hate Irish whiskey typically, so why am I suggesting Irish whiskey? There's something about the mouthfeel on this Irish whiskey that just makes it damn crushable. It's 40% ABV, so it's light. It's light on the ABV, light on the flavor. It's just so, like, it's vanilla, cookies, and just like cream. Like, it's just a very soft, vanilla, light, aromatic, slightly citrus flavor profile that is fantastic. I love this, and the mouth feels really good. So even though it's like 40%, the viscosity drinks like something that's like 50%, so it's not disappointing either. And it's just this, if there's not a better bottle on this list that is just outside sitting in the sun crushable than Green Spot. This stuff is fantastic. This is the second bottle I've gone through this summer. And I've only been, you know, in the hundreds second bottle I've gone through. So like, you know, not really, but you know what I mean. This is bottle number 2 for the summer so far. I just really like that. Honestly, the Spots so far are the only Irish whiskeys out of like the higher level Redbreast that I absolutely really like. Outside of that, I'm not really an Irish whiskey fan, but that stuff is fantastic, and that's coming from a bourbon drinker and a rye drinker. So if I'm saying it's great, it's great. And then coming up next, another bottle. And yes, this list is going to be a little bit different. I'm trying to step away from my typical ones I think you should go after outside of Buffalo Trace, because Buffalo Trace is just, you know, nothing fits summer better than Buffalo Trace for me. But like 1792 small batch, Old Forester 86, things like that. Those are all great summer whiskeys. I don't need to reiterate that. Those are good. Just go with them. But these are a list of 5 that maybe you didn't see coming. Maybe they're a little bit new to you. They're a little bit new to me, or at least one of these is. But this one, Davies County Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This stuff is from, I believe, yeah, it's from Lux Row. It's 96 proof, and these are like 25, 30 bucks in my area. So they fit like right alongside like your like 1792 small batch, your Maker's 46, like all those things that just go great with the summer type vibes. And this fits right alongside them with that flavor profile. This is a blend of 2 mash bills, a rye and a wheated mash bill. And I think they go a little bit heavier on that wheated mash bill because it's very, very soft and light. This drink's very similar to like either the Maker's 46 or like a Woodford wheat, things of that nature. It's just a very, very soft, light bourbon that's fantastic. And it's $25, like $25, $30. I think at Total Wine it's like $25 here still. So this is just damn crushable. And it's like a relatively new brand that's not really like hot. So if you see this around and you're looking for like, hey, a new bottle that's like right around like a daily sippers type fashion, this is definitely one to pick up and look into. And then next, getting into a rye, something spicy, because honestly, I think even though like something that's not too spicy, I think you do need something that's a little spicy. You know, maybe you want to make an old fashioned or something. So you should bring a rye along with you because ryes make way better old fashions than bourbons. It's just the truth. So a rye, going on with rye, something that's not too spicy. I thought I should go with, you know, your typical MGP Rye, so, you know, someone who sources MGP Rye on a budget, which is Bullet 95.5 Rye. This stuff is fantastic. And fantastic for the summer. This isn't my favorite rye. This is kind of like one of my like budget cocktail ryes. I mean, a handle of this at Costco is like 35 bucks, so you can't really go wrong with that. But this is MGP 95.5 Rye that Bullet just labels as their own, and it's like 20 bucks a bottle compared to like most of other 95.5 ryes, like Redwood Empires, I think is much better. Although I think they blend theirs together with MGP Rye, but most people who source MGP Rye, usually it's around like 30 bucks a bottle. This is roughly around 20 bucks. This handle I got right in front of me is $35 at Costco. So it's a fantastic budget, cheap, just I don't want to like make it sound like it's like bad, because it's really not bad. It's just very simple. It's rye, vanilla, herbaceous sweetness. Like it's the most simple MGP rye I have in my collection, and it's fantastic. This is a great cocktail maker, and also if you just want to drink it straight, it's not too spicy since it's very light and youthful. It's just kind of like light, simple, and bright. Moving on from the ryes and the Buffalo Trace, and then the Davies County, which just kind of came out of nowhere for me. That Green Spot, which was a whole nother like what happened there. Moving on to the one that I actually really, really like. This one, brand new find for me. Literally found it like less than a week ago. Brand new find for me. This 3-chord strange collaboration. I know I spaced on what the name was there for a sec, but this is a 3-chord strange collaboration. It is straight bourbon whiskey finished in Pinot Noir barrels. I've had bad luck with Pinot Noir finished bottles in the past. Usually I'm not a huge fan of the Pinot Noir finishing because it gets kind of dry. I like Pinot Noir wine. Like, I know I'm probably butchering that, but I really like the wine itself, and I love whiskey, obviously. But for some reason, whenever I've had finished Pinot whiskey, it just doesn't do it for me. But this stuff, there's something about it that is really freaking good. And it's not drying whatsoever, and it's just all the nice things about like red wine wrapped up in a whiskey. This is fantastic, fantastic stuff, and I'm a huge fan of this. And I'm gonna start looking more into 3-chord stuff. I really like this bottle, and this came out of nowhere. It is 49.5% ABV, so 99 proof. just barely made it there with that proof requirement. But this is a really, really good like night sipper. This is a nightcap for the summer. This isn't, I'm out partying on the boat. All the other ones are those. This is kind of like the sun's gone down. I'm chilling on a really, really nice glass. This is my favorite bottle I've had this summer. That fits the requirements because, you know, barrel proofs didn't quite make it there. But yeah, that's my list of summer whiskeys. I know, it's all over the place. All over the place. We went to rye, Irish whiskey, you know, Finnish bourbons, you know, bourbons that basically tasted like a wheat whiskey. But that's my list. I think all of those are phenomenal choices for summer. As always, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Patreon, and leave a comment, like, subscribe, all those beautiful, wonderful things that help us get on those charts and help us bring you guys better content in the future. Also, please get down there, leave a comment about what are you drinking for this summer. You know, what did you think about my list and what are you drinking? Or if you had to modify my list, how would you modify it? What bottles did you find that you like better to drink this summer over mine? I'd love to see all of those, but that's gonna be a wrap for this video. Cheers, y'all. We'll see you later.